trainers? I'm back again with another video, back again with another video, back again with another video. So when you see his gorgeous and handsome face, might I add, you already know that there's more Pokemon Go info. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about new text updates regarding Pumpkaboo for this year's 2021 Halloween event. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about the perfect IVs and everything for Gourgeist and Phantom, which is Trevenant. So I'm going to be talking about that in today's video also. I know I mentioned in my last video that I was going to talk about that when Niantic puts everything out there, but since I'm making this video, I figured why not. So we're just going to talk about that. Yeah, so, and I also want to let you guys know something that I thought was actually in the game, and it's actually Yamask, Galarian Yamask. Galarian Yamask is actually not shiny currently in Pokemon Go, like I mentioned in my last video. So I just want to let you guys know that also. So with that being said, guys, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. And don't forget, the Safari Zones is actually coming up. It starts next week. I believe it starts for the London, UK or something like that. But yeah, so but it's this month. So I hope you already have your tickets from last year. So it's going to be a ton of hype. This month it should be a ton of hype. And yeah, don't forget also Spotlight Hour featuring Murkrow is going to be around the same time as the Halloween event when that goes live. For the rest of us out in the world, mainly my side of the world. But yeah, guys, it's going to be a ton of hype for this month in October. So already this intro has been long enough, guys. Let's get into today's video. But before we get into today's video, we're not going to jump into this video now, but we're going to jump into this video right now. Let's go. Alright, so very quickly, I basically forgot to mention the perfect IVs for both Gourgeist and Trevenant. So I'm going to be talking about that right now. So basically, Gourgeist is a ghost and grass type Pokemon. It can be maxed out at 2702. Attack is CP 175, defense is 213, stamina is 163. It is a Gen 6 Pokemon, and it is vulnerable to Dark, Fire, Flying, Ghost, and Ice type moves, and Gourgeist is boosted by Fog and Sunny Weather, and Gourgeist's best movesets are going to be Hex and Shadow Ball with a 10.77 DPS. So its resistance is going to be to Fighting, Normal, Electric, Grass, Ground, and Water. With Fighting and Normal, it does a 39.1% damage on both Fighting and Normal, and on Electric, Grass, Ground, and Water, it's going to be both 62.5% damage. That's how much damage it's going to deal. So with that said, let's get into its best movesets. Alright, so as mentioned before, its best movesets is going to be Hex and Shadow Ball, 10.77 DPS, Razor Leaf, Shadow Ball with a 10.73 DPS, Hex and Seed Bomb, 9.46 DPS, Razor Leaf and Seed Bomb, 9.31 DPS, Razor Leaf and Foul Play, 8.99 DPS, Razor Leaf and Fire Blast, 8.65 DPS, Hex, Foul Play, 8.64 DPS, and Hex and Fire Blast with 7.79 DPS. Now, I'm not really going to be sure if Gourgeist can ever spawn out in the wild, or it'll probably be enraged at some point, but I'm going to go over the 100% IVs for Gourgeist because we know the Pumpkaboo is more than likely going to be spawning out in the wild. And I already talked about that in my last video, so if you want to see that, go back and check that video out. So, if Gourgeist is ever going to be in Research Encounters, level 15 is going to be CP 1024, that's the 100% IVs. Level 20, non-weather boosted, it's going to be CP 1366. Level 25, weather boosted, it's going to be CP 1707. And level 30, non-weather boosted, wild encounter, CP 2049. And weather boosted, wild encounter, level 35, CP 2219. With that said, we're going to jump into it with Trevenant. So here we go. Alright, so now we are going to be talking about Trevenant. And Trevenant's 100% IVs and everything like we did with Gourgeist. Now, with that said, Trevenant is basically going to be a ghost and grass type Pokemon. It's going to be maxed out 2893 CP, attack is going to be 201, defense is going to be 154, stamina is going to be 198. And Trevenant is also a Gen 6 Pokemon, and it's going to be vulnerable to Dark, Fire, Flying, Ghost, and Ice type moves. And Trevenant can be boosted by Fog and sunny weather. And its best movesets are going to be Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball, and it does a 12.34 DPS. Alright, now we're going to talk about Trevenant's resistance. So Trevenant's resistance is going to be to fighting and normal type, and it's going to do a 39.1% damage. Electric, grass, ground, and water are all going to do 62.5% damage. With that said, we're going to jump into Trevenant's best movesets. Alright, so we went over Trevenant's best moveset, which is going to be Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball with a 12.34 DPS. Next is going to be Sucker Punch and Shadow Ball with 11.84 DPS. Shadow Claw Seed Bomb 11.31 DPS. Shadow Claw Foul Play 11.03 DPS. Sucker Punch Seed Bomb 10.25 DPS. And Sucker Punch and Foul Play is going to be 9.66 DPS. With that said, we're going to jump into its 100% IVs. Alright, now just like Gourgeist, I'm not sure if it's ever going to appear out in the wild, just like some evolution Pokemon do, or if it's ever going to be in raids or in research, but here are all the 100% IVs for Trevenant. So, level 15 research encounters is going to be CP 1097. Level 20, it's going to be non-weather boosted, it's going to be CP 1462. Weather boosted, level 25, CP 1828. Level 30 wild encounter, non-weather boosted, is going to be CP 2194. And weather boosted wild encounter, it's going to be level 35, CP 2376. So those are the 100% IVs for both Gourgeist and Trevenant. So with that said, guys, let's get into the rest of the video. Alright, so trainers, basically now we're going to be talking about the new update text for Pumpkaboo for this year's Halloween 2021 event, which is right around the corner in about a couple of weeks. Now, like I said, this is the first update is going to be by bleedingcool.com. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. So Pokemon Go data mine suggests Pumpkaboo for Halloween 2021. So we're going to skip all the way down to the text to show you exactly what's in this text for Pumpkaboo. So as y'all can see, here's all the update text for Pumpkaboo and for what Professor Willow is going to be talking about in this event. So basically I'm going to read it obviously because it says here's some of what Pokéminers found for the suggestions and imminent Pumpkaboo arrival. So we're going to read it off his page just to be a little more clearer. So stay tuned. Alright, so I'm on Pokéminers.com's site, his Twitter page actually. And so here's everything in the update. So text update is Halloween Pumpkaboo Collection Challenge, Increased XL, New Special Research, and more. So technically I'm basically brushing up on what I mentioned in my last video. And also, like I said, this new update text for Pumpkaboo. So here is where you get Increased XL Candy Rewards, Buddy Walk XL Candy Increase. These are all the text, obviously, like I mentioned. Increased Candy XL when walking with your buddy. And here, now just to let you guys know, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. So, as I'm scrolling and I'm reading parts of it, you can obviously just pause it. And I'm actually going to put this link in the description so you guys can get a clear understanding of what's in this text. So, first though, prepare for some more XL candy. Looks like a bonus, maybe for Halloween for walking with your buddy. Pumpkaboo Halloween Collection Challenge. So you have Pumpkaboo 2021 Collection, Pumpkaboo Collection Challenge, and Halloween Event Part 2. So this is going to be, so it's going to be 2 parts to Pumpkaboo. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. So it's Part 1 and Part 2. So I'm guessing it's going to be that big of a deal for this year's Halloween event. That's why I said this month is going to be a ton of hype for the Halloween and Halloween event. And not just that, it's also for the upcoming Safari Zone that got postponed from last year. So make sure you have your tickets from there. I hope you do, so you can enjoy that event as well. Now we get back into Halloween event. So here, Halloween event name 1, part 1, and then we're gonna get part 2. Obviously, Halloween _event _name _2. Halloween Cup quest, some special quests for taking part in the Halloween Cup. And like I said, I'm not gonna read through the whole thing, so you guys can just check it out as basically just reading bits and pieces from it. And like I said, the link is going to be in the description below, so you can check it out. So we also going to get a Battle End Cup, Halloween Cup, X amount of times. So these are all the quest battles, Go Battle League things that we're going to be doing for Halloween event. Win plural win trainer battles in the Halloween Cup. Other Halloween quests, another quest for catching Pumpkaboo, likely part of the special research. So here's basically the text: quest catch special Pumpkaboo. In Halloween research, this is the fourth part. A special research for Halloween has been added. It's going to be called What Lies Beneath the Mask. So obviously it has to do with Yamask and Galarian Yamask, which only the Yamask can be shiny, not Galarian, but the other one. You guys know what I'm talking about. That can only be shiny, but you never know in this year's upcoming Halloween event, Niantic might actually make it shiny. So that'll be a ton of hype if it is. Which if that's the case, I would need both those shinies now, because currently I don't already have the shiny Yamask from previous. All the Willow texts are below, but some highlights are increased. Yamask spawns and catching Galarian Yamask and Alolan Marowak. Here's all the dialogue from Professor Willow. Now, this is a spoiler. If you don't want to see what he's going to say, you can obviously skip forward to the next part of the video I'm going to be talking about before I wrap this video up. And, yeah, so basically, here it's going to say, there's chill in the air, can't you feel it? Dialogue, I'm feeling goosebumps. It might be from all the ghost-type Pokemon that have been appearing more lately. So basically, like I said, we're going to be seeing a lot of spawns of these ghost types and dark types, mainly of Yamask and Galarian Yamask. So, but the way they're mentioning it, it's like it's going to actually Yamask is going to finally be out in the wild. So that's a ton of hype, because remember before we can only get it from a special research and we only actually got one. So this will be a ton of hype for it to actually be out in the wild. So there's adventure waiting for us out there, so let's face it. And yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna scroll through. I've been thinking about where Pokemon masks come from, and this is everything Professor Willow is gonna be mentioning in his dialogue. So that's a ton of hype. And yeah, so this is, like I said, I'm just gonna put the link in the description. You guys can check it out. I'm gonna actually skip this part and go on to the next thing before I wrap this video up. So here we go. So don't forget, we still got to finish the Hoopa research. So everybody should be on part 2. So basically here it says next Hoopa research. A lot of the text for parts 8 through 10 were updated for the seasonal research. Check them out below. So here's all the dialogue for Hoopa. Perhaps this is Hoopa's doing. Its loops are known for having the ability to transport people and Pokemon and people to different places. Do you think this might be Hoopa's doing? Hoopa's known to transport Pokemon and people to different places, and its rings, so maybe that's what's happening here. And yeah, it's just a ton of, this is going to be a ton of hype. So this is all the dialogue. Again, this is a spoiler. If you don't want to know what's going on and you want to wait till the Halloween event actually starts, which actually starts, I believe it starts on the 16th of this month and lasts for 2 weeks, all the way till the 1st of next month, or all the way to the 31st. I believe it's to the 31st, because that's an actual Halloween day. So I think it actually might be the 1st. Anyway, I'll put the date on the screen, so you know, let you guys know as a reminder. So yeah, did I scare you? Spooky tidings unto you and your Pokemon. And yeah, so with that said, I'm just gonna skip from here like I did the Yamask. So stay tuned. Willow dialogue updates for Duskull. I actually didn't realize it was a lot. So actually, there's a lot we got to talk about. But like I said, I'm just going to skip through. I'm just going to give you guys just a synopsis of what's actually going on. This is basically for Duskull, which don't forget, this Saturday is actually, or some for Friday, it's going to be Duskull Community Day. So you'll get even more Duskull. And yeah, just don't get your... just don't be all upset because of it's Duskull and everything like that. Like I mentioned in my last video, we actually might get Litwick, shiny Litwick. So, you know, I know a lot of people already have shiny Duskull in the whole evolution form like myself, but you got to remember this is Halloween, so it does make sense for them to put it out there. But that's why I said Litwick might actually be a shiny coming for this year's Halloween event. But, you know, that's just my idea and thought. I just want to let you guys know that, as I mentioned in my last video. So here's everything right here. I whirled around to face my uninvited guests and saw a Pokemon floating eerily in the corner. And yeah, so this is a lot to go over. So what I'm just gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna put this link in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. So make sure you go ahead and do that. So here we go. All right. So, before I wrap this video up, just know that some minor text updates to the Duskull Community Day ticket, tutorials, and Meloetta text as well, but nothing worth mentioning, and no new letter in the unknown slot today. So, guys, that's basically what's going on for the Halloween event, and I think it's going to be putting out more, I'm pretty sure, and then, yeah, we'll actually have everything that's going to be going on in, for the upcoming Halloween event. Don't forget, you can actually get Spiritomb currently right now throughout the month of October, if I didn't already mention that. It's actually catch 18 dark type Pokemon. I just want to throw that in there because a lot of people don't realize that we can't that they don't realize that we can actually get Spiritomb right now. But yeah, it's going to be a really hard research to find, really hard field research to find, but the research is catch 18 dark type Pokemon. And don't forget, Spiritomb can be shiny. I actually have that shiny, so that's pretty cool. So it's not a big deal whether I get it or not because I already have it, and it can evolve, and it doesn't have a pre-evolution form. So I'm good with the shiny Spiritomb and the regular Spiritomb because I also have that as well. But guys, with that being said, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share my video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below, smack a like on this video, turn on post notifications so you'll be first to get my videos when I upload. And as always, guys, peace and love, stay blessed, stay humble, keep your head up, and remember to keep God first because God is love and He's #1. And remember, Galarian Yamask cannot be shiny in Pokemon Go, as I stated in my last video. I know I mentioned that in the intro, but I'm letting y'all guys know that toward the end also. So that's something I want to remind you guys, but I'm sure half of you already know, but for the newer players, they don't know. And I forgot, so I just wanted to let you guys know for those of you that saw my last video. So if you have not watched my last video, make sure you go check that out. And remember, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you'll be first to get my videos when I upload. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Until next video, guys, I'll see you out in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.